Let's get an update from Sarah. She's joining us from just outside the Parliament building. So have the parliamentarians actually managed to make it into the building, Sarah?
So far, we actually have about 61 parliamentary members that have arrived. They need a total of 65 to actually be able to convene. Now, there are some opposition members that have said that they're boycotting this meeting because, of course, a few of them are saying that it's unconstitutional. Parliament is just down this way, but as you can see, there's quite a few barricades. The security forces have been very ready because of the protests that had been planned, where they were planning to have a human shield around Parliament Square to stop the MPs from turning up. As you can see, there's a few of them dotted here. We also have protests that are happening in many other areas around Parliamentary Square. In one of the places, we've just got news that there were some of the protesters throwing rocks at the security forces, and there's been a tear gas incident there. We had some scuffles earlier, and now this budget was brought in by the former government that was under former Prime Minister Saad al-Hariri, who resigned because of the protests, because of the economic situation and the crisis that's happening here. Now, this budget is going to be ratified by by Parliament. It's their first official meeting since this new government has come in. But we want to find out what is the reason for the protesters trying to block the MPs. And we've been speaking to a few of them from earlier. We have here a father and a daughter. We have Ahmed, who is going to explain to us, why are you here? Why are you trying to block the MPs from entering Parliament?
It's been 100 days. And we've been trying to understand and comprehend why this government that has proven to be so corrupt and has brought the country down to its knees, financially, economically, socially, is still not willing to cope with the demands of its people. At the end of the day, every government has to respond to its people. So why are we still so stubborn, and why on every single day we bring in more force, more army to stop the people from talking, from expressing their views? Today, what we're seeing, what we're experiencing is another way of trying to stop the people from saying their opinion about what's actually happening in this country. We have a newly elected government that's totally rejected by the people after 100 days of protest, that did not get the approval of the parliament yet they've been asked to go and vote on a budget that they did not work on, and they will not assume the responsibility of in a parliament that is not elected by, that has not been accepted by the people or has been rejected by the people.
We've spoken to some of the members that are part of the Budget and Finance Committee. Their point of view, according to them, was that we need to kickstart this rescue plan, and one of those ways is to kickstart the budget as soon as possible because of the dire situation in terms of the economy. The country needs money, it needs to cut the government spending. They're saying. What do you say to that?
That's so true. I am the CEO of a very good company. And I know when I present a budget, it has to make sense. The numbers have to make sense. This budget, those budgets that have been going on into the government for the past years have proven to be a failure, full of lies and misconceptions, trying to mislead the international community that this government is doing its job. Whereas today, this budget that they're trying to approve is already outdated. The numbers are outdated, they do not make sense, and they're only trying to say to the international community, look at us, we're doing our job, we have a budget, we have a parliament, we have a government, which is a falsification of facts. The budget that's being approved is wrong, according to all experts that have been shouting all over the news over the past week. We cannot start on the wrong foot. Once again, this government is trying to falsify facts.
We're hearing the protesters calling out thief, thief. Those are the MPs that are heading to the Parliament right now to take part in this session. Every time a parliamentary member is heading to Parliament, they call out thief and they try to stop them. There were some scuffles that happened earlier as well, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. And we'll keep you across that latest lines for the story.
Yeah, and we'll cross back to you later on, Sarah. Thank you.